This is everything I pack for every trek. I'm filming this so you don't have to make the same mistakes as I did. My name is Isha Brandenhorst and I'm taking you with me through everything I pack. All the essentials, the meaningful things and the fun things as well. It might well surprise you, but you need very good shoes. The very first time I went on a trekking, I did it with some sneakers and believe me, you will get blisters or you need very good sneakers, but I won't suggest you to use sneakers. Use some very good trekking shoes and don't just buy them 1 week prior your trekking because for sure you will get blisters. So better to buy I prefer to have high shoes, but do your research before you buy them. But you need very good trekking shoes. Something I really need during my trekkings or traveling in general is packing cubes. I am someone who is very chaotic. I always lose my stuff and this keeps the things just very organized. And the nice thing about these kind of packing cubes is that they also have two zippers which help to compress your clothes and all your stuff. So basically the cubes will get thinner and you can pack more stuff if you want to. So I am in Nepal. Sorry if you hear a lot of background noise. I can't just make it gone, so just bear with me please. Let's start with the clothes I take with me during the trek. After that we will go on to the essentials. Okay, let's see. We start with thermo clothes. I'm using a thermo pants, legging and a thermo shirt with long sleeves. But to be honest, it's better to buy merino clothes because that's actually keeping you much warmer than these things. So don't make the mistakes that I did. Still, it's fine. I mean, I loved it. I was even sleeping in this in my sleeping bag. So, I mean, it's good stuff, but I would prefer merino. So, yeah, it's better to buy that. I also really love my lightweighted and quick dry t-shirts. This one has a zipper. I actually very like that. When things are getting a little bit cold, you can zip it up. It's very nice. And just another one very easy. So I always take 2 of them with me. I also take my sport legging with me, just in case whenever I feel my trekking pants are just not warm enough. Of course, you can use merino or thermo leggings underneath it as well. But I prefer to have just 2 with me so I can sleep in one and use the other one, or they get just very dirty, both of them, and I can just use 2, but it's nice to have at least 2 of these leggings. As I'm really bad with cold weather, I do have 2 kind of fleece sweaters with me. This one, just a comfortable black one. And this is also kind of fleece. And yeah, I really love them. I have been wearing it every single evening or even while I'm sleeping. It's just nice to have 2 very comfortable warm clothes with you because you will need it if you're high up in the mountains because it can get very cold out there. And of course, trekking pants are also very essential, must have. Don't just go trekking in your legging. This will be a game changer. So I take 2 of them with me. One is very thin and quick dry. And the other one, which I'm wearing now, is a little bit thicker, which I really loved when the weather was getting a bit more cold. But it can also be very sunny out there. And I have this one, but I would actually prefer to have one with a zipper here. So you can untie this part and you have a short trekking pants. I would actually prefer to have one of that one with a warmer one. So yeah, don't make the same mistake as I did. But this was actually also very comfortable. It was fine, but the other one will be better. Let's move to the jackets. This is a down jacket, and I have really used this one. It keeps you very, very warm even when it's snowing. And I will show you. It's kind of like, you see, it's like a thicker kind of material, but it's still not too thick. It's very lightweighted. Really, really, down jacket is a lifesaver. It's very, very easy to use, and mostly it comes with a kind of bag that you can put inside, so you can like squeeze it very tight, and it will be just much easier to take with you. The down jacket is not protecting you from the rain, neither the wind, because wind is also going through all of this. It's just to keep you warm. So for that, you need a waterproof jacket. I just really love the color orange and green, as you can see. So yeah, this is not only helping you from the water, but it's also protecting you from the wind, which is very nice. I even used it sometimes like on top of the down jacket when it's very cold and windy. But you can also just use it, just only this with long sleeves, or just for when it's raining. I didn't use any waterproof trekking pants. For me, those two were perfectly fine. But yeah, if you prefer to not be like totally soaked, then I would suggest you to have also waterproof pants. But for me, this was perfectly enough. Let's move to the other essentials. These ones. I know they might look like the worst, but it's so comfortable and it's so nice when you're taking a shower. I know, with these ones you might look like a granny, but these ones were my lifesavers. You can not only use them like to push yourself up on the mountain, but also if you have to like lean onto them when you're going down, or just when you're in your room and you're freaking tired and you just want to like close the door. These kind of sticks you can measure in the size, as you can see. So it's very important when you use them that the height will be on top of here. So you do have like enough space to push yourself up. It's better for the weight also. Microfiber towel. It's amazing. It's super quick, dry, and it's very lightweighted. It's very easy to like pack, roll up, and yeah, take it with you. This is a water bag. I really love this during the trekking. It's very easy. You can open it from here, put all your water inside, which you need. This one has like, I think, a capacity, very difficult word. Anyways, this one you can fill up to 2.5 liters, which is a lot. It's also, of course, very heavy because water is heavy too. But what I loved is that I can just like put it inside of my bag and then hold it like this, tie it up here, and then whenever I feel like it, I can just sip water out of it. Because when you're tired, you don't want to like get your water bottle up every time, open it, close it, put it back. You need to ask someone. This is just much easier, and it will also make you drink water much more. And you need to stay hydrated. Hydrated. It's very important during trekking. I'm in love with these ones. I really, really, really love them. And as you can see, this kind of like glass will just protect a lot. Like it will just help you with from a lot of sun. And it might look like either very cool or just very stupid, but whenever I look in the mirror, I just love to see myself. It looks very funny, right? But it actually is like very essential, very must-have to take with you, because there could be like a lot of sun and you want to make sure you can still see your steps and where you're walking. So just make sure you have very good sunglasses. I really love to take my fanny pack with me, just because I can like wear it here very closely with me if I just need to get something very quickly. But for the trekking, what you of course need, and especially in Nepal, but I'm not sure about other places, you need your passport, of course. Mine is Dutch, as you might not know, I'm Dutch. You need your passport because you will need that for what is it? Your permit. And sometimes they will also ask for your kind of passport pictures. So it's better to take both of it with you. Also, you need to think about bringing a lot of money with you. These are Nepali rupees, but sometimes there won't be an ATM and you cannot always pay with your card. So you will need to carry a lot of money just so you'll be fine during your whole trek. I also take my cards with me, but the most important one is the one for my health insurance, just because if something happens, then at least I have this with me and everyone around me knows who to call, and I have all my details with me. So yeah, important stuff. So this fell out, but this is something I really love to take with me. Wait, I will come a little bit closer. I will zoom in. But anyways, these kind of, as you can see, these are stickers. Especially in Nepal, if you go for a trekking, you will find like these tea houses. They are like fully covered by a lot of stickers. And as I'm a YouTuber, I love to put myself out there too. Because I'm always freaking cold, I really love to take my, how do you call this? Handcuffs? Hand warmers? Anyways, these things. I love to take them with me, and these ones also have like touch screen, makes it easier for your phone if you want to, but probably you're not on your phone during the trekking. So I have not used them this time, but last times when it was too cold, I definitely used them. So if you're going very high to very cold areas, when there's snow, I would suggest you for sure take them with you. Let's move to your toiletries. So I have it in a very nice bag, just to keep it separate from everything else. A little mirror. This is something I didn't take with me on my last trek and I really regretted it, especially as I am having contact lenses. I kind of like got a new skill now that I can just take it out without looking in the mirror and just doing it myself. But probably there won't be mirrors everywhere, so if you need that, take it with you. So, of course, also everything for your contact lenses. Don't forget that. Take an extra spare one with you, just in case they get lost. So you won't be lost. Good joke. Okay. Face cleaner, because after trekking and all the dust that's coming in your face and your pores, I prefer to like clean my face before I'm going to bed. This is very important. It's suncream. I prefer to take a small one with me. I filled this up myself. Of course, you can also like buy very small ones. About small ones, I would suggest you only to buy small things, because probably you won't be trekking for a whole month. If you do so, of course, you need to take larger amount of stuff with you. But if you're just going just like me for 1 week, then this is perfectly enough. Don't forget it, I was burnt a lot. Of course, toothpaste. And this is something you can get in Nepal. I really like it. You can get it everywhere in these small shops, but it's shampoo. Shampoo and conditioner. Very small, very easy. Yeah, I really loved it. And it's the same with the small soap, which you can use. Reuse, if you want to reuse it, make sure you have like something to like put it inside, like a plastic container. So you won't have to throw it away after one time. And also for this, I'm also using something plastic. So you don't need like a whole case, you can just use it like this. I prefer to have my toothbrush, my teeth brush with me, the one that you don't have to charge. So I prefer to have one on batteries, or I'm taking a charger with me, but I prefer to have one on batteries, or just like these plastic ones that you can actually like, sometimes you can like fold these ones, make it a little smaller. So to like spare some space, I think that's a good idea. For the ladies out here, your hair will get very wild in the wild, of course. So yeah, take this one with you. And just because I'm very chaotic and I always lose these things, I like tie them around it so I won't lose it. What else? Oh yeah, of course, what I'm wearing on my head. So yeah, it will protect you from the cold. Even, I use this even while I was sleeping in my sleeping bag. Sometimes during the night it's freezing cold and yeah, you have to keep yourself warm, right? This headlamp, love it. Always take it with me. This one has like 3 different options. This one is on batteries also. Prefer to have one on cool, right? I prefer to have one on batteries. And you probably ask, why and when do you use this? Yes, sometimes you want to see the sunrise on top of a hill, for example, Poon Hill, if you want to go for Annapurna trekking, or well, anywhere else. Of course, there are viewpoints. And if you want to go to these viewpoints, it's much nicer to go there very early so you can see the sunrise. But that means you have to trek during the dark. So you will need something, and you will not like to have a torch or use your phone because you need your hands for the trekking, for your sticks, to climb up sometimes. Sometimes it can be very like tricky, especially in the dark. So that's why you really want to have this. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you some very personal things, just so you can get to know me more, and you might also like to take these kind of things with you. So what I do, I come, whenever I'm traveling and trekking, I get crazy ideas about my life. I need to write down things, I want to journal. So I always take a journal with me. This one is from India with Ganesh on it. As you might know, I really love India. And I also pray to Kal Bhairav. So I really like to have him close. This is a god of Hinduism. Yeah, I really like to keep him close. So whenever I pray to him, I can just like put my notebook there and I can look at him and pray. So that's something about me. Oh, another thing about me. Also, what I like to take with me, I'm not always doing that one because I protect them a lot and I don't want to get them like dirty. But I have tarot cards. If you don't know what tarot cards are, these cards, how to explain? These cards can show your unconsciousness. So whenever I have a question about my life, I get my tarot cards, I ask them, and I get much more insights about the situations that I'm dealing with. And especially during trekking, you get a lot of ideas and all your problems are coming up in your mind and you're like, oh, whoa, I'm actually dealing with something. And then I prefer to give myself a kind of like therapy session. I learned them, I studied about them in India, I took a course, so I know what it is. But yeah, this is something I really like to take with me, especially if I'm trekking alone, because then there is no one to talk to except yourself. And this is a map. You might think, you're such a granny, why are you not using all these apps? Actually, I do. This is just joking. I'm not using this, but I really love like buying these kind of maps whenever I go for a trek, just so I can actually see myself where I'm walking, not only on my phone. I really like to keep it old school style. But of course, I'm also using apps, which I would definitely suggest you to do. There are apps that are working offline for trekking as well. And I will mention the apps that I'm using below in a subscription. And here we have the sleeping bag. About sleeping bags, there are so many different kind of sleeping bags, and some of them are for the extreme cold, like -20, -15 degrees. This one I have is up until -5. I have used them in all my trekkings just because I'm feeling cold very fast and I really want to sleep well, so I have the energy for the day ahead. So this one is -5. And also the sleeping bags are coming with another bag. I'm not having that with me now, but they come with another bag, so it's like easy for you to like roll them up and squeeze them. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but squeeze them in this tiny, tiny, tiny bag. So you can, yeah, take it with you. It's very essential, very must-have. And another one, of course, don't forget this at all. It's your first aid kit. About what I'm taking with me, of course, there's so much you can put inside of a first aid kit. Thank you. This is something I want to show you. These are kind of water. These are pills that purify your water. I'm using this. Of course, there's also live straw or other kind of bottles that you can like just like go to a river and get your water from there, and it will directly purify. But I'm using these kind of pills. I just put it in my water bag with all my water, and it's ready to drink. Yeah, what else can I show you? What's really important for trekking is to have these blister plasters, because probably you will get blisters if you're trekking if you haven't trekked before, or if you're trekking for a couple of days in a row, you probably get blisters. And this is something you really want to take with you, because it can definitely ruin every step. So it's very must-have to take with you. And just paracetamol, something like a painkiller. I also have antibiotics with me. Yeah, do your own research for your aid kit, because I don't know what you need, but for sure take that with you. Actually, this is a very big case. I will prefer to have a smaller case, because yeah, you cannot take everything with you. You have to keep it light, because you can't take everything on top of the mountain. It will get very heavy. And of course, a backpack. You can either take a day pack with you. If you have porters with you, then a day pack is totally fine. You don't need that much then, because everything else they will carry. So then you get a different kind of bag that you can put your stuff inside. But if you do trek yourself, then I would suggest you to have a very good backpack. There are different kind of backpacks, as for men, as for women. So do your research. Yeah, because we have different bodies, we are built very differently. So yeah, I will suggest you to actually go to a backpack shop so they can measure your size and see what's actually supporting your back the best. Yeah, this is very important, of course. Oh yeah, this is also what has been making my life much easier, is these kind of hooks. How I use them is whenever I have clothes that are very, very dirty or still very wet, I just put them on these hooks and keep it on the outside of my backpack, which keeps my clothes dry from the wet clothes that I'm having on the outside. And the life lesson that I've learned from trekking is that I really love the simplicity of life. Not taking much with you. You might think now like, oh my gosh, she has so much with her. Some people might think this is a lot, some people might think this is not so much, but anyways, it's still, this is all I'm carrying, right? At home you have all your stuff, and this is now everything you have for a week, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, whatever. So I really love the simplicity, because you don't have much with you. You can be very, very happy. The places that you sleep are very simple, basic, and yeah, it's the beauty of simplicity. I have created a packing list. You can find it in a subscription below. You will read gear, and this is like a whole list of a lot of stuff that I have with me. You can look there, you can find them. All of them are affiliate links, and just so you know, it won't cost you anything extra, but it will support me. If you like this video and you found it very useful, please like and subscribe. and comment something that you really cannot miss during your trek. For me, as you have seen before, it's the headphone. This is something I really cannot miss during my trek because I just want to be in my own zone sometimes. So let me know what is something that you really need and want to take with you. Maybe some other people can learn from the things that you take with you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, you probably will also like the videos about Nepal, about the trekking that I did, so you can also watch them. See you in the next one.